your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. What we're going to be doing today. If you recall, in a previous video, I showed you that fan switch that I had bought for the Corvette. Well, today is going to be a good day to put that on. So we're going to do that installation. I don't know if I'm going to do it outside or in the garage. In the garage is probably better, but it's such a beautiful day. I don't know. But anyway, no matter what I do, I got to pull the car out, and my bucket of fertilizer fell over. So I got to clean that out. Maybe best that I just do it outside. Do it outside. It's not too hot, not too cold. And before long, I won't have that option. We still got the numbers from the last time. I haven't even driven this car since last week when I went to the track. Don't really drive it that much other than going to the track and maybe on the weekend. Because I work from home most of the time. But anyway, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull it out. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then once we do that, we are going to get to working. Now, when I looked online, that this only supposed to take about an hour and a half to do. It's just unplugging it, plugging it in. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to it good and whatnot. We may just do it in the garage, and I'll move her car out. I think she washed it, though. It's going to get dusty. In a few minutes, you're going to find out exactly what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so now we're fixing to get into the specifics in case somebody want to do this themselves. So let me show you exactly what has to be done. Now, it comes with instructions, so you can read the instructions too. Either way, it's fine with me. All right, so this is the port. This port goes into the main wiring harness. This port connects into the fan. So this is going to be your intermediary to bypass the computer directly. This right here is the fan control module that plugs into that end. In the control module, this plugs in. This will be in the inside of the car. And on the other end of that, you have the toggle switch. You'll need to cut like a 20mm hole in whatever you're going to put it in, a panel or whatever. I thought I had some ABS around here. I have an idea of where I want to put it. We may just have to get it in here for now, and then I might need to order some ABS plastic so I can cut a piece in my ashtray. Because in my ashtray, that plastic cover is brittle. It done faded away. It's gone. So that would be a good spot to mount this fan button. Just beep right there. Beep, beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see how that goes. And that'll be quick too. If I got some ABS plastic, I'll do it in this video, but I don't think I do. But anyway, we fixing to get these fans connected and disconnected and whatever else. You know, it's gonna always be something that's gonna make a project easy, difficult. And I think it may be getting to that fan module, because it looks like that may be it up top, and then the PCM, the wire harness is down bottom. So, or it may be easy if I can get it unplugged from up here and then route it back down. We may can get that to work. Anyway, we're gonna get started nonetheless, and I'll let you know how hard or easy it was. But the camera finna go off for a minute so I can get it done. Okay, so here's the first mistake I've made so far. Number one, this sun is sunny. Number two, space limitations. We got this part connected. Now we've got this connected. Now I just need to connect that end piece. But as you can see, there is not enough space. So we're gonna get up under here, see if push that harness wire up a little bit more so I can at least get farther up and squeeze one hand over there and a hand over here and get it done. I'm gonna try to keep doing it out here in the sun, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. We're gonna push that wire up a little bit more and see if that's, and then I'm gonna have to push it back down so I can connect it back to that little box or whatever that box is called. Anyway, it'll be so much easier if I just move the car a little bit up front. Okay, so I'm really hoping, boy, you know you be working when that collar get fat. So I hope I got the hardest part done. We got this part connected. It took a minute, some maneuvering, but we got it connected. So now we got to push this back down so I can connect the other end back into the module. And then we're going to start running this wire. And I'm hoping that's not going to take that long, but if it is, if it do take a while, who cares? That means, but the thing about this is, I gotta finish it. This is one of them jobs where you can't delay until whenever. You gotta do it, because if not, you won't have no fan. So now that we got all of the connections made, I figured this would be a good time to test it out before I start getting into the car and routing it. So let's do that. Because the reality of it is, I could just mount it in here and call it a day, but we want full control. So this is the fan module. We got it all plugged in, and this is the button. So right now it's in the center, so the ECU will control the on and off. But if I do like that, that's low speed. I don't know if you hear it, but that's the fan. Turn it off. All right, the off works. Let's turn it on full speed. Oh, that's a big difference. Turn it off. All right, so we know it works. Now one of the things that the instructions tell you, if you watch other videos, they'll say make sure you don't leave that on. If you're running with high, I mean, I don't even really know how you can not. I mean, I guess if you distracted, you could walk away from the car and leave that on. But I'm gonna tell you, your battery gonna be toasted. It's gonna be toasted. So now we are fixing to figure out how to route this to the inside of the car. Let's get to it. All right, fam, I think we pretty much got the hard part done. Still need to clean this up some kind of way, but we got it running through there, up under here, through there. You can see a little bit right there. And then we have it coming under this molding right here and coming around right here. So now at this point, we need to just figure out where I want to mount it. This is where I was saying I wanted to mount it. Pull this shit off, pull it out, stick a piece of ABS in between there and there, running up under there, and bada bing. So we may do that, but I don't have no ABS, so I'll have to figure out something else until then. I could use this button, right, that opener button on my nitrous, because I don't use that, but that may require additional work. I could just mount it in the glove box, which would be nice and simple. But I mean, because at the end of the day, I mean, I ran my car a whole summer with this setup and I was fine, especially with the amount that I'm driving. This is really just for a safety measure. So, and you don't want to run it on high all the time, because you're going to overheat those connectors, and guess what? Not kaboom, but your shit gonna run hot anyway. The very thing that you're doing to keep it from running hot, it'll end up running hot. So I don't know, I should put it right here. You can't see that because the camera is towards me. I could run it somewhere over here. That would be nice and easy. Just run it through there, whoop de boop, bada bam. I can run it past here, through there, up under there, here and there and here, and be there. Y'all following me? Okay guys, I think I've finished it up. At least I've gotten as far as I can get for sure. I need to get this plate, a piece of ABS, or I need to see if they make, it's probably got to be a nitrous plate for the ashtray that I can mount this to. But we'll figure that out. But I tested it and it's still working after all of my finagling. Let me kind of show you how it semi looks. You're not going to get to feel the full deal because I need somewhere to actually mount the button. All right, so as you can see, you don't see that wire anywhere. You don't even really see it over here. The only indication is that little piece right there that shouldn't get in the way of the door. Otherwise, it's routed securely up under this plate, through here and right here, and the button, I need to clean this out anyway, and the button will be posted right here with some type of plate. This should be really easy to fabricate. I was going to use this nitrous plate, but then that would have taken, I would have to take all of this off just to do that. And today was not the day because the sun is sunny. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's in neutral now. You don't hear it. Fan is on, it's low. I don't know if you can hear that, but you should definitely be able to hear high. Ooh, high be highin'. Now I better quit testing that out before I drain my battery. But anyway, that's what we working with right there, folks. We'll route this joint. Joint. So much I can do with this. I can push that back down there even farther. This part is relatively easy to take off, but it's gonna look just like that. Who knows? I may see if O'Reilly's got a piece of plate, but I'll probably get on Amazon when I go back in the house. So if you're looking to do this project, I think everybody be saying it take about an hour, but that's probably taking me about 2 hours. The hardest part in all of this is the space under the hood to get to the plug, especially if you got a supercharger over there taking up all the space. That was kind of took a two-person that is kind of a two-person job. You can do it with one, but it helped. So my son came out, he's got a little smaller hands, and while he was figuring it out, I'm sitting here looking like, oh no, okay. I can get underneath, kind of push the plug up a little more. So that made that go by a lot quicker. Now I just need to clean this up because it's dirty. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.